speaking, and I'm nowhere near the polished speaker this gentleman is. I might get a little red in the face here, but basically, after going through and kind of looking at the numbers of what we think would help us out, we can go anywhere from, I like to do things in complete block units, and they sell the skids with 48 blocks on a skid. So with that being said, we're trying to look through and figure out what number would best suit this wall. We go anywhere from 90 to 130 as far as the aesthetics and being able to level the backside. And the reason why I like to go whole skids at 48 at a time is that when we start busting skids from the manufacturer, they up the price per block. So we get a cheaper price by buying them whole. If that makes sense. So my proposal would be to, on the short side, go with 96 blocks. That would be 2 cubes, as they call it. Okay, and that's going to be roughly delivered $700 for the cubes themselves. Labor, pretty close to the same, 700 to 800 area. Okay, so you're looking at about 1,500 there. If we was to add a third cube, it would be half. Yep, another half of that price. One thing to add to what everything Steve has told us, here's what we've got. The wall stands like this. The slope on the back side come in at the top of probably 45–50% of the wall. If we can lift it yet another course, what that does to the back side is it flattens out for me. Okay, the bottom wall has a good between 3 and 4 foot flat level behind it. As we know, gravity does truly go up and down. I really don't have much weight on the wall itself. The way these blocks work, they back stack. They're actually leaning against the embankment, okay? And that is the way the system works. It's a very genius system. So we don't have to use tie backs, which is very costly, okay? But once again, the way the embankment come in now, and Rick Howard did a fantastic job. He donated everything all the work that he did. But I'll bet that he probably took 200% more material out of there than what he thought he was going to have to do. Once again, we ran into the gravel veins, the clay veins, and it just meant more excavation, more excavation, more excavation. And the more stuff we took out meant more stuff we had to put back. Okay, so it was kind of a pain in the butt a little bit. But that all being said, I really would like to see that extra part of the wall to come up a little bit so we can flatten out that backside, and that'll give us between 2 and 4 foot of where the slope will come into a flat level. And then as Steve was referring to, looking ahead of any potential downpours or whatnot, some of the material to slide down the hill, which there's just nothing we can do to really, we've taken the max off that hill we can take. Looking down the road, if something were to slide from the top, it's going to come in and rest on the back side of that flat, not hit into the wall and get a lean on the wall. So that being said, as Rick was taking stuff off, we had to kind of rebuild the far end because stuff did slide down and take it out a little bit. That's why that gravel vein come in, and that was probably 10 feet deep. We had no clue it was there without getting special core samples, which would have been very costly to the township. We just didn't know it was there. But that being said, Rick, like I say, Rick Howard is gave way more than what he ever envisioned. I'm way over hours because of these issues, and neither one of us is charging the township any more money whatsoever to this point. If you were to say no, I'll be done by Wednesday. We'll have the plants in. The girls will go to the nursery with me. We'll get the bark. We'll put it in. I feel confident that it'll stay short of any potential catastrophe water-wise, a big dump at some time in our near future. It's just for the longevity of things. And we're gonna make it a little bit more pretty too if we get if we were to get the extra blocks.
Brian, which are you recommending? The 130 or the 96?
This is one of them things, as Steve says, working with Mother Nature, as we put those courses on and we walk it over.
Let me reframe my question.
Okay.
Which do you think is going to be better for the wall?
Right in the middle there, about 120. Okay, I don't want to get too much, because too much is too much weight behind the first wall. I don't want it to sink. There's a possibility that we buy the cores, all 3 courses,
Yeah.
or cubes, I'm sorry, and then we'll manually take whatever's left back and then refund that to you guys. It's just to get it delivered at a lesser charge.
So looking at that 96, you're at $700 for the block roughly.
Yes.
$1,500.
Yes.
And then half of that would be 700, would be 350 and 350, right?
No.
2250.
Wait, but we're 700 for the
It's
block.
going to be 1,500 for two
Two
cubes.
cubes and
Install, yes,
Okay,
install.
now if I go 1 cube, I should be 350.
No. We're going to want the whole first 96. We're talking, I'm getting the third.
I understand that. I'm trying to figure the price for all 3 skids. So I've got 15 on the first one, 7 on the third.
No.
It'll be $2,200 to do 3 skids.
No, 1,500 for 2.
Yep.
Okay, yes, you're
Okay.
right. 2,250, 2,300.
I'm a mathematician.
Yes, I'm sorry. Once again,
So roughly, we're looking
Take it
at
off.
$2,200 to do the 3 cubes.
correct.
Okay. Right?
250 is just about exactly what's left in that budget.
Yeah,
It's very close.
it's gonna be very close. And that was my concern on this. I think that I went.
But
down
you
with
think
that.
some of that could possibly go back, so more than likely will be a little bit less than the 2,250.
Yes.
Now, we also have about $1,000 of survey, is roughly what those are looking like they're gonna come in.
Okay, so he did get some.
Yeah, Normal
Because he never
called
got
back,
back. to me,
Normal
so-
called back late this afternoon, and Chris called me with that. So roughly, that's what Normal thought it was gonna be between 800 to 1,200, somewhere in there. We told Norm how about staying close to that middle line. Norm said more than likely be right around $1,000, so. Well, I think we should finish the wall in the best way. I think it should come up. I mean, I have talked to Chris Orwell, I have talked to Lonnie, I've talked to everybody involved in the project, and everybody thinks it should go up the extra courses, correct? You're in agreement, the engineers in agreement, everybody seems to be in agreement with that.
Well, I went down and I looked at it, and I think that it would look better that way, and I'm gonna take your guys' opinion that it would make it stronger. I'm not gonna pretend I know anything about that. One problem I see is that I know that when I talked to Chris Ortwine, we actually, at the beginning of the year, we had talked 25,000, but we actually only approved 23,500. So this is gonna come up about $650 more than the budget. Well, yeah, but now would be the time to do it. If we're gonna approve doing it, then we need to amend the budget at the same time. You're not gonna come up with it,
No, I'm coming up with about 3,250 with both of them, and which is about 1,000 more than we budgeted, so if we go up 1,500, then we should be and then 25,000. if we
Okay,
originally
I make a
actually
motion
thought.
to amend the budget for this project to 25,000.
Sorry.
Roll call vote, please.
Norman Hensby,
Yes.
Chris Henley,
Yes.
Jean Howard.
Yes. Mr. Reeds, you had some questions about